Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Denson. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these.
Yeah.
But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete.
Okay.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Yes.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is
He got it out of the tape, of the fits.
Looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them.
Get down.
Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
There he goes. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup.
I said, come here.
The Tigers kept the drive moving on the ground.
And he was just, look, yeah, he was like in the front yard and came around. Good boy.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Applewhite. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Denson. Safe completion on the screen. Plows through the defense. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get...
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
To throw, it's Bryant. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Release to the back. On target.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. They'll ride him out of bounds into the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their ball. He'll take a shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Handoff from the gun. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Denson. Still looking, on the move. Caught, close to the marker, it's Turner. He'll go out of bounds, they'll mark him at the 16.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move, he's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Tigers bringing the Heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
They just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Turning it on. Just plowing ahead. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Trying to get the corner. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Didn't get much done on that, Brian. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
So they aren't concerned about trying to tie the game. They'll leave the offense on the field and try to take the lead on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heel. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, you've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab. It starts. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Moves around to clear up the vision. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitehead. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Floats it out in space. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the missed connection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? The play-action fake. Grabs it in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Using the quick game. Oh, better look out! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Page. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackle.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's a big stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Back to throw, it's Denson. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It starts. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. But how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football.